easy go.
Alright, let's see what we got for sale around here. Oh man, I couldn't possibly. I can't afford it. My wife will kill me. I can't do it. What's up, guys? In advance, I apologize for the shakiness if it is kind of going to be bouncing around. CHILLSCISSORS here. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This morning we are on an adventure. We are taking ourselves outside the safety and comfort of our gaming room and searching down some gaming history. This guy a few hours out of town has something that I am super incredibly excited about, and yeah, we're gonna go check this thing out and meet the guy and see if we might be able to cut a deal and go from there. This original kiosk looks to be at least not the first launch, but just shortly after they converted to the S controller. But we'll go see what condition it's in and check this thing out. I'll see you then. And so we're a few hours out of town. We're just about there, and this is a town I've passed through before. But I've never actually popped off the exit and checked it out. So it looks like a pretty cool place. Alright, guys, finally got this thing home and out of the truck. This thing is an absolute beast. Man, I've been underneath 500 pounds whenever I lifted for my powerlifting meets before on bench press, but this thing is an absolute beast to move. It might not look like much, but this thing is solid steel and metallic properties, and the width of it is actually too wide to caddy corner an angle or go in straight into my house. So I'm gonna have to do some manipulations here. I'm gonna try to without damaging anything, taking it apart and putting it back together, reassembling it on the inside. So I'll give you an update as we go along. Alright, so quick update. Finally got it through the door. I had to drag it out and around by myself. I put an old quilt on the bottom of it and just grabbed a hold of it from the top tilter and leaned it forward and dragged it. No damage sustained. It won't fit through my doorway at all, so I had to disconnect these pipes that are the LED bulbs that illuminate, which all the internal components are in here, and then it goes down the pipe and around into the bottom base to illuminate the LED pipes. So hopefully this is going to be a lot more manageable, a lot easier to maneuver. But I gotta fight this into the game room somehow next. I'll give you an update in a second. Success, we got it actually. That was literally the only way that you can take this kiosk through this doorway, is to completely break it off into two pieces and caddy corner it one side first and then the other, back it in. This is the top upside down, LED pipes, and here is the bottom base. So that is gonna look sick next to my Master Chief. And yeah, it needs some cleaning up and minor restoration, so I'll probably make videos on that as my progress goes along. And we'll test out these pipes and LEDs and see across the board what this thing looks like plugged in. Alright, see you then. Alright guys, so this is it. We finally got it into the game room. I had to drive a few hours from here, but totally worth it. The guy was super nice, super chill. Once I got into his house and we started small talking, I was able to actually pick through some of his personal items, his personal collection. He had Xbox stuff everywhere, so I know he was a big fan, such as I. But he gave me a reasonable price on this, one that I could live with and my wife wouldn't kick me out for. But some restoration had to be done for it to be as it's displayed right now. For starters, this Xbox sign right up on top, the rectifier was blown in it, so it wasn't safe to use. Those things use tons, like a cosmic ton of power to run those light fixtures, and I actually swapped it out for an LED, which emits a lot less heat. It's a lot safer for a common appliance. Additionally to that, the gentleman whom I bought it off of, he said that these worked, and I got it home and unfortunately I plugged it in and they did not. I think it was due to the shifting around and driving across and dragging it inside the house, taking it apart, putting it back together. But I plugged it in and it did not work. So I had to do some slight manipulation to the wiring to get that up and running into a condition that's safer. And then additionally to that, the LEDs that are in here are not original. These I've had, and I added it in there to throw out a better a display, because the Xbox sets in here, but originally it just really dark in there. There's no lighting, no light fixtures, so I thought this would make it pop even more and show the beauty of the original Xbox. I know originally everybody hated the design of these tanks of a console, but ever since day one I've actually really enjoyed them. They are really big, really bulky, but it is what it is. I absolutely love the design of the original Xbox. And then these particular ones, the actual controllers and the stand here, funny enough, the gentleman that bought it before me, that he got it from, he bought it under the impression that it did not come with the actual controllers or the stands here. So he got it home and noticed that there was something inside it rattling around. So he actually was able to jimmy the lock to gain access to it, and then he found two original Xbox sealed in the package controllers with the docks. So absolutely insane that these never were publicly used, just privately used for collecting purposes. They probably came with backups, and the originals probably, who knows where the originals went, but they probably came with two backups in the storage compartment in here, so that if one broke, because these things get used and abused. If you've ever been to like a game store or Walmart or Target that has these things, the controllers are trashed. People have no respect for these controllers, but these are so crispy. They're brand new. We unpackaged them just for display purposes to put them onto the fixture. So yeah, I'm super excited to add this to the collection. Additionally to the Kiosk, it actually came with just under 30 original Xbox demo discs. It's one of my all-time favorite games, which is Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, Battlefront, Castlevania Curse of Darkness. There's some really rare ones in here too, ones that are like Stubbs the Zombie. If you are a original Xbox fan, then you know Stubbs the Zombie is a pretty hard find. Outrun 2, really awesome racing game. Just tons of ones that I could just pop in this Xbox and then just enjoy. And it's really good for displaying purposes too, because if I pop one of these in, it's going to play the music on loop, and if I have buddies over, they can actually come up and play multiplayer on these demos. And in addition to that, they can actually even play through the demos that are on there. It's really cool. But got the Kiosk, just under 30 editions of the demo disc that he said that came with the Kiosk originally. I'm not particularly sure. These ones are from the original Xbox magazine. I don't know if they use those. Let me know in the comments below if you know any information on this. I tried to track this down. This is a local piece to where I live. I had to drive 3 hours roughly to get it and then transport it back. However, the guy that I bought this off of said he bought it from my town, which I thought was super interesting, because whenever this would have been on display in a store, it had to have at least been in a Best Buy or a Toys R Us, because in my neck of the woods, whenever this was a thing, then that's only 2 stores that were around that would have had something like this in a large retail store. Walmart, to my knowledge, never really had anything like this. They had the plug and play kiosk that you walk up and you grab the controller that's hooked up to the console and had the overhead display, but I've never seen anything like this in a Walmart. But if you know any more additional information, I would love to hear the history. I tracked this down to the original owners, the original purchaser before the guy that I bought it from here, and picked his brain on where he found it, what condition. That's how I tracked down the information on these particular controllers, why and how they were brand new, still in the storage compartment of this kiosk. But man, this is one of my holy grail items that I never thought I would even get to see, much less own. So I'm so happy and humbled to be able to add this to the collection. It is as is right now. What I mean by that is there is much, only thing I've done is a lot of the wiring. I fixed the sign, fixed the LED tubes, and then added a LED ambiance light in here that's adjustable via remote wirelessly, which is super cool. You can make it flash, do multicolors. I just wanted to stick with the original Xbox coloring, but if I wanted to, then I could use the Monster remote and change it to different colors and different settings. Blues, purple, you can make it flash, but I like the original Xbox green. It makes it stand out quite a bit. It makes it all cohesive as well, so cool to have that in there. But the controllers all work, everything works as it should. Other than that, then it's just touch-ups really. There is some denting, some scratching that is totally repairable. And if you yourself have an opportunity to pick one of these up, or you have had one and you're interested on how I've restored this thus far, then stay tuned. I'll be doing some restoration, showing you what I've done to it to get it to this point, because it wasn't as easy as plug and play and we're good to go. I put in some work and some time and effort to get this to where it is, just to be displayable and playable and just look awesome, man. This is just intensely cool. But that's it, guys. That's the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, if you have any further questions, comment below. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.
Mega Man.